we are over there on Instagram, and here we are over here on Facebook Live. Yours truly, comedian Mike Marino, bringing it to you from Miami Beach. And yes, my show is live from my mother's basement. Today on the show, we're returning to Miami to finish shooting a TV pilot called Silent Partners, starring yours truly, returning to my show, Gary Pastore. Say hello, everybody. Mr. Gary Pastore here on live from my mother's basement in Miami. We set up the cameras in this beautiful hotel room because we were rehearsing all day today. We start shooting again tomorrow. Big scenes tomorrow. And as you can see over our shoulders, beautiful city of Miami Beach. So what's going on, everybody? Say hello, Gary, what's going on? So first of all, let me thank Gary, because it's Gary who is starring in this pilot and asked me if I would take a role. So tell us about the show and what we're doing, and we'll say hello to everybody as they're writing in so quickly right now, especially my friend Lucia, Brandon Bruno, Mike Lucas, and everybody else who's out there. So what's going on, Gary? Tell us.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. I came down here for Al Pacino for the reunion of that movie that he was in 1980 called the what's the name of the movie in 1980 down here in Miami Beach? What's the name? The Scarface. That's it. I came down here for the Scarface reunion. That's why I got this stupid hat and this stupid shirt. I don't know what this Mike spoke about. This pilot, I starring. I was walking down the elevator before. I goes, "Hey, are you Chichi Rodriguez?" I said, "No, you're an ass." They Chichi from Scarface. I said, "No, I'm not him either."
Right now, we're all the way down here in Miami. We're making a great project. I'm so happy to be part of it. And so far, we got a lot of friends writing into the show right now.
Hello, friends. How are you?
Just said my sidekick is sick. And this guy's writing in all the way from I think Syria. And we got your friend Cam who's writing into the show.
Cam, go
and
scratch.
My dentist, Tom Roythip. And Tom, I think I'm due for a dental cleaning. And some of my fellow comedians, Carlo Russo, who's a fantastic comedian, who's part of the Uncle Louie variety show. They got great coffee that we talk about in the basement all the time called Fuck Coffee. So when we go for coffee, we go for coffee.
For coffee. Forget about
coffee. Forget about it.
Forget about it. So, all right, what do you want to know about this?
Well, here's what we're doing right now. Greetings from Phoenix. Hey, Phoenix, how you doing? I hope you guys are having a great time. And Cam, how you doing?
Oh,
go
Cam.
Scratch Gary's ass.
Don't scratch your own ass.
Scratch your own ass.
I don't appreciate your comments.
Who are you to write into the show while we're doing the show and say scratch your ass?
Yeah, scratch your own ass.
Mikey, I'm your biggest Canadian fan up here in Toronto. Well, listen, while we're getting that inbox right now, we want to tell our friends and fans, especially of major Italian descent in Toronto, that in October 17th specifically, tell everybody in Toronto, yours truly, Mike Marino, will be on tour, bringing my show, Make America Italian Again, to Canada. And there's Trey Cool. This guy is all the way from Syria. How much is the movie's budget? Who the hell are you? Who are you to ask us what the budget is for a show? Yeah. Well, this is a great idea. It's a great question. And maybe we'll get some of those answers. Friggin' yo, Jersey in the house. I love when people write into the show like this. They say what they feel, which is really, really great. Two of the best, says Johnny. Jersey in the house. Frickin' yo. People subscribing. Right while we're live. First of all, why don't we do this? How beautiful is the scenic view behind us, folks? Check that out. Look at it. We wanted to broadcast from the balcony, but we really are over the city. And being over the city like that, there's just so much noise with the motorcycles going by, the cars going by, the leaf blower blowing, and of course the helicopters above really checking on Gary, making sure he's really just making a movie and he's not smuggling anything from Miami down to Jersey. Right.
Miami Beach, Mike.
Okay. Big shout out to Paulie Shore and his Morns. Well, Paulie Shore lost his dad 2 days ago, who I was friends with. I was friends with the legend himself, Mr. Shore, and of course Mitzi Shore passed a couple of years ago. Now the father passed, the sister had passed away. These are legendary people in the comedy world. So Sammy Shore and all the friends and loved ones and fans of Sammy Shore, the legend who was the opening act for Elvis Presley so long ago. There's a lot of history here, folks. I'm so glad, Mark, you wrote into that, because to know that a guy like Sammy Shore passed away says that you know a lot about the comedy world, because that's like losing one of really the last guys who belonged to the Rat Pack, quite honestly. He was 90 somewhat years old, if I'm not mistaken. And so there's our condolences to the Shore family. I am friends with Paulie Shore. I am friends with everybody from the Comedy Store back in the day, and that's really sad that that had to happen. But moving on. So we're here in Miami, and we're not making a comedy. We're making a serious TV show, which is about, let's say, the mob in the Miami area in the 80s. So, Gary, why don't you tell us about what we're doing?
About the Gambino family and how they came down here on a sneak and took over Miami with the help of a very famous mobster. What the heck is his name?
Meyer Lansky.
Oh, yeah, Meyer Lansky. So the fact that they came down here, and they had this all to themselves. So they got involved in a lot of bad stuff, including murder. The interesting part and the thing that made me intrigued to do this project was that it was being shot down here in Miami, because usually I get called to do mob films. I don't know why. And I usually shoot them in New York. You know, I'm on this show The Deuce. I think some of you know that. And this was a great opportunity. And Mike and I are pals, and Mike always said to me he wants to do a mob movie. He doesn't always want to play an Irish cop. So guess what? We cast him as an Italian in a mob movie, and it's pretty cool. Of course, he's funny in it.
I'm a little on the funny side. Funny how?
Funny how.
One of the coolest things is to be part of a project like this. You see the cast. We've got some pretty big names working in this project, and they're all really stellar and fantastic in their own right. We did a script reading yesterday. Everybody sits around the table. We go over our characters. We sit with the director and the writer and the producer and all the cast. Sit down and we talk about the way we're going to start shooting. Shooting started today. Gary and I go on the set tomorrow. And I have a pretty cool scene tomorrow, which I'm happy I get to do. And then the next, it's a little on the funny side. This one particular scene, if I don't get shot, it'll be really, really cool. And then on the next day, Wednesday, we shoot even more stuff. But Gary's one of the lead characters in this project. And I read the entire script, and I got to read my scenes with Gary. And it's pretty badass the way he does it, man. He takes the script, he breaks it apart, he breaks it down, he comes up with all these really, really cool things. And it's going to be badass. And when he does his lines and all the actors are in the scene, it scares the shit out of them, which actually makes the other actors become better actors because they're petrified about what's going on in the scene, and that's how that's going to work for me. Look, somebody just called me Mickey Blue Eyes. That's right, I'm Mickey Blue Eyes. Actually, my character is Little Leo. And right now, we want to do a nice big shout out while Gary's sitting here, because one of our dear friends in Scotch Plains, New Jersey, on Park Avenue, just had its 80th reunion for having one of the most incredible meat markets or butcher shops on Park Avenue, Scotch Plains, John's Meat Market. Savio.
Vincent.
Hey, look at him. I'm ready to audition. Can I be a hit man who kills telemarketers? That's comedy. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what you experienced just a few days ago, I believe, in Scotch Plains, this wonderful town that we live in?
John's Meat Market had its 80th anniversary. Congratulations again, John's Meat Market. And they set up a little tent in the back, and they had a band, a cappella group. I don't recall the name, but they were really good. And they were out there serving food and having a barbecue, and the whole town got together and had that small town feeling. And I got to tell you something, man. John's Meat Market, they do have the best meat around. They gave me these milk-fed pork chops that I made with vinegar peppers, and I went to heaven. Died and went to heaven. Steaks like this, T-bone steaks like this. I try not to be a carnivore, but with John's Meat Market around and in my neighborhood, you can't help but be a carnivore.
One of the greatest things about growing up in New Jersey and being from the area or being from the neighborhood is what we say. The food is just incredible no matter where you go. I mean, it's very difficult to almost have a bad meal. You got to be walking into a place that was taken over by somebody who shouldn't be in the restaurant business, fucking up the food. Because I'll tell you right now, New Jersey, New York, Philadelphia, maybe even Boston, the food is out of control and it's abundant, especially in the Italian neighborhood. So when you go to a small town like Jersey City, Hoboken, Bayonne, Scotch Plains, and you go to a butcher shop, you know you're going home with quality food.
Absolutely.
And you're going to eat like a king.
Florence Ravioli right next door. Great stuff. Great stuff.
Right?
A shout out to you guys, too.
Florence Ravioli been in business almost as long as John's Meat Market. Now it was taken over by some new friends of ours.
Friends of ours.
Friends of ours, this thing of ours.
This thing of ours.
This thing of ours. Friends.
Friend of ours.
People that we know.
Good fellas.
Laurel Turchin took it over, her and her family. Raviolis, macaroni, meatballs, sausages.
Meatballs? Forget about it. No, great people. Mine are better. His are very good. Sorry.
One of the coolest, he probably makes better meatballs, but where does he get the meat from? John's Meat Market.
Of course.
See?
Shout out to the Fanwood Grill. Fantastic food there. And John Mooney. He's a good guy. Go visit John at the Fanwood Grill, and it's on Park Avenue?
One of those main streets.
I think it's Park Avenue. I'm shot. I'm down here in Miami. I don't know where I am.
The Fanwood Grill is also known for having incredible homemade soup.
Soups are incredible. And the lobster roll. Best lobster roll you get north of Point Pleasant. How's that?
Right. Which is not that far from Point Pleasant. Not only is it great and has the lobster roll and the great soups, great breakfast, great lunches. People are nice to you. You come walking in, you know somebody within seconds. And then you're hanging out with your friends, like eating with your friends, eating with your family. It's fantastic.
Wait. Last night we ate at Marino's. And you know what I put on my spaghetti there? Locatelli cheese. Genuine Locatelli cheese at Marino's. They come over with the thing, they put the thing on the thing, and they grate it like this, and you put it all over, forget about it. Martin Avenue, that's where that...
that's right, Martin
Avenue. I'm sorry, I came down to Florida. Just a little bit.
But you can't forget, because if you see everybody writing in over here, look at Betsy Donatelli. You're making me homesick because she doesn't live in Scotch Plains anymore. Here's Derek from Scotch Plains, looks like a great town, and he's not even from around here.
Derek Soretta?
Yeah.
Derek, what are you doing? Yeah, you're supposed to be over here. You live in Florida, and you don't come visit? Yeah, he lives on the other side.
Right.
He's in the Gulf Coast.
100%.
You had to go to the dentist or some bullshit.
Making a project.
Whatever. You had your shot. You're out.
There's a filmmaker right here, Jim Toscano, who made a great movie about it was the life of Rocky. It's really kind of weird.
Oh, I heard about that one.
Yeah, it was in the
festival.
Film festival.
Good job.
Which film festival?
Yeah, I met Jimmy. Hey, Jim. How are you, buddy?
Jim, how you doing? Listen, we're here on the set of the TV pilot that we're making called Silent Partners, and we know Jim for having that great project, and of course, the project was in the film festival that I'm joining, the Golden Door International Film Festival, which you're part of. I was graciously given the hosting position to give out the awards, and it was a great film festival. I hope we're all going to gather and be part of that film festival again. Right now, we're getting some great emails. Spike's in Point Pleasant is the best seafood dive at the shore.
I wouldn't call it a dive. It's very good. They make great soups.
You know about it?
Yeah, I eat Spike's all the time. My boat used to be right next door.
Here in
Point Pleasant. Right on
I thought it was. Oh, okay.
Spike's is on Broadway in Point Pleasant. I'll give a shout out to Spike's. They got great food. Very good food.
Here's my agent writing into the show, my touring agent, Stu Moss, who's down here in Fort Lauderdale area. No, I'll be done filming on Thursday morning when I fly back to New Jersey because I got things to do. Here's Dustin.
I'm going back.
Go grab some Kush while you're in Miami. Excellent food and drinks. The alligator bites a rock. Okay, well, he's talking in code. We're from the old days. I know Bubba Kush. Bubba Kush is delicious. You put it at the end of your pipe, You talk that shit up, and you're fucking doing great stuff with Bubba Kush. But I wouldn't get that high that I would eat a fucking alligator. All right?
No, alligator's good.
I don't eat
I
alligator.
like alligator.
Don't even tell me it's an alligator. Yeah, yeah.
All right.
I don't
Maybe
even.
you'll have some ladies.
I don't even eat lobster.
So, you want to talk more about the movie?
Yes, we're gonna. We're just gonna answer this guy over here.
I
Just
can't
say,
see it.
you're making me miss my parents' Italian deli in SoCal. I moved to northern Arizona, and there's nothing good out here. Well, then go back to California and live with your parents. What the hell's the matter with you?
Yeah, no.
I don't know where you would get food in Arizona. The only thing I know about Arizona is it's a place that you go when they send you because you're having a choice.
Oh, yeah, you go in the program. You go to
Yeah,
Arizona.
it's a program,
Right,
and it's not a AAA program.
Yeah, it's not a good program
It's
to
a
be
different
in.
kind of program. That's the program.
Not one our friends like,
Yeah.
you know?
We got some friends in the program.
Yeah, you got some friends, but they're not friends anymore.
Yeah, because
They was in the program.
yeah, they're in the program.
It's not a good program to be in.
I've witnessed that
I would
type of program.
change that program. Yeah, exactly. Turn the dial on that program.
Tell us more about our project that we're working on.
Ciro DiPaggio.
Is
our
his character?
friends-
No.
No, that's his name. Ciro DiPaggio created Mob King, which was this web series, and over 1 million, and people liked it.
Go out and watch The Mob King.
And Ciro put together this program called Silent Partners about the Gambino family's influx into this area in the 1980s. So yeah, I'm playing this guy, Fat Dave Icavetti, and this guy's playing Little Leo. And then we got Joseph D'Onofrio, who plays my son, which is making me kind of feel really old. That Joey from A Bronx Tale, who played Slick, and he was also in Goodfellas. He played the young Joe Pesci. He's playing my son. But we do look alike, and I don't know how they're going to pull this off, but it's making me feel really bad because I feel really old now. So we got Ronnie Marmo. Ronnie is on an off-Broadway tour. He's playing Lenny Bruce. And Ronnie was on his show not even a week or two ago.
Yeah, we had Ronnie on the show. Also, the opening act for Ronnie Marmo was on the show. It's this unbelievable actress who does a, what do you call it, what she does?
Burlesque.
She does a burlesque to open up and warm up the audience. Ronnie Marmo, who we're talking about, who does the off-Broadway play, I'm not a comedian, I'm Lenny Bruce, which is a parody on the original guy, Lenny Bruce. But in the comedy world, the real talk so dirty that you actually get arrested and thrown in jail way before anybody else.
It's on Miss Maisels. This whole thing about her, she's a stand-up, and the Lenny Bruce character
Miss
is
Maisel.
on the wonderful Miss Maisels.
Oh, no
too,
shit.
which I don't really watch, but those of you who watch it, Ronnie plays Lenny Bruce, and he's going on a national tour.
He's also part of the project.
Yeah.
We can't wait to see what he's going to do because he was on set filming today with this opening
He
act.
plays Nick. He's got two names actually in this. I'm going to give away the. You can't give away.
Oh yeah, you can't say why he has two names.
He's got two names in this. That's all I know.
He's got two names.
He's got two identities.
Two names, but we can't still say the name of the girl who plays the role. What's her name?
Pearls.
Pearls Daly.
Right, Bailey, and she plays
Pearls Bailey.
Layla.
Plays later.
That's right.
There's Derek writing into the show right now. He said he's a big fan of Mob Kings. And Edna, hello, Las Vegas. We miss you. We want to get out soon. In fact, you people out there in Las Vegas, yours truly, Make America Italian Again tour. Mike Marino will be in the factory the last 2 weeks of November. Fango. Hold on a minute. Hey, what's going on, Instagram?
Hey, Instagram, how you doing?
Somebody tripped over a wire over here.
Uh-oh.
He's got me so hungry. I'm driving from the Poconos to L&B, Spumani Garden in Brooklyn. See you later. Oh, Jill Wasserman. Oh, we got to talk to her. Oh, come on, you fuckers. Hey, Mike, how you doing? Hey, everybody, how you doing? Look, she got 2 different email addresses. I wonder how do you do that? Whoever that is, I can't see from here. Hey, everybody on Instagram. We're broadcasting also on Facebook, but we seem to have lost connection because here in Miami, the sun's going down. Once the sun goes down, you lose connection.
Really?
Let's take a caller. Watch this. All right. Michael Lamazzo, here you go, buddy. Mikey, you're on the air. Can you hear us? Check 1 2. Check 1 2. The best pizza in Brooklyn. Mike, can you see us? I don't know why I can't take a call. No, I've taken it in before. That just doesn't always stay.
What happened to the broadcast?
Oh, fuck. Now we're losing everybody.
Wow.
Due to poor wireless connection, your video has been paused. Consider moving to find a better signal. Wow, look at out there.
Well, that sucks.
That
Right in
sucks.
the middle of a broadcast.
Yeah.
This happens.
Wait a minute. People are
Yeah, because of seeing it.
maybe. You still in Florida? No, it's a mirage. Back to Moderanos. Oh, so who's Kimberly Marie?
Kimberly, how you doing? Is that Kimberly or is that Rick?
What, you guys see them last night?
See, that is that yeah, they saw us last night.
The internet was bad idea. The internet was a bad idea. Still here. Yeah, you ain't shitting. It's a bad idea.
Can you get this thing to go back?
I think it's still on because look, people keep commenting.
Can you see us? Can you hear us?
We're still going. Okay.
Oh, we are still going.
Yeah.
Reconnect.
All right.
You can see us?
Mike, what's up, brother? Hey, Rodia Comedy, how you doing, man? It's nice to see my friend out there. This is Gary Pastore. We're working on a TV pilot here in Miami, Florida. The show that we're talking about that we're doing is called Silent Partners. It's all about the mob, 1980s here in Miami. We were just talking about that. In fact, Gary, why don't you go ahead and finish up? You were talking about Zero, how we got started, what the character's all about, and what you are particularly playing in this particular project.
So I play a real-life mobster from the Gambino family. He was a capo, and his name was Dave Agnetti. And Dave pretty much ran the Gambino action down here in South Florida. He was involved in everything, every racket you can imagine. He did keep a low profile. He wasn't a flashy kind of guy. He kept to himself. In fact, a lot of people didn't even know the guy was involved. That's how low-key he was. And he was smart because in business for a long time, although he was doing lots of things, he managed to stay, out of the radar of the local PD and feds. And very intriguing character. I like to play that have some depth. Yeah, I get tired of being typecast and playing mobsters. Some guys I know would do it the rest of their lives. Me, I get bored. But this guy, the fact that he's in Florida and he was as smart as he was and shrewd as he was the reason I was so attracted to this. And again, I got to thank the Deuce, because if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be here. They saw what I do on that show, and they said it was a no-brainer. And I thank you. And I thank you, HBO, and I thank you, the Deuce, and I thank you, Lord, for all these great opportunities. Always thank you.
And I thank the Ramada for giving us back the internet. And I thank Lucatelli Cheese for sponsoring Mike Marino live on. Wow, there goes one of those guys. That was the leaf blower. Mm-hmm. And right now we're getting a lot of cool emails in from all over the country, especially Europe and Canada, which is fantastic. So thank you.
Hello, Europe. Hello,
Canada. Instagramming. And I want to thank our fellow promoters also on ddvradio.com every Thursday night at 8 o'clock. Listen to Live from My Mother's Basement, and also Italian American Radio out of New York City. You are listening to us live whenever you want, or actually recorded whenever you want. And then, of course, on these two channels right here, and then on iTunes, iCloud.
So is that Kim and Ricky? Or is it just Kim or just Ricky? Which one of you two up from Rhode Island, Federal Hill? You know what that means? They're from my pop's haunting. That was my dad's stomping grounds up there.
Dino Marino was a good mobster back in the day. Rest in peace, Dino Marino. Yeah, well, thank you for writing that, but I don't even know who Dino Marino is.
There's a couple of Marinos that were mobsters.
Actually, a Marino in this project, not me, but there's not a cast member, but a character, and his last name is Marino in this project. I read it yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, Dino Marino.
Yeah,
so do you notice Kimberly Marie?
Yes.
Yes, Ricky's watching, and so is the Gimp.
The Gimp is watching from heaven.
And there's Helen Tenuto from Chicago watching the show, and also Jimmy watching in the show or from over there. Okay, so we're here in Miami. Like I said, we're making this project, and it's going to be a lot of fun when we get on the set tomorrow. It's going to be some badass shit in the scenes that we're going to be doing. And then once we're done filming here, we're all going back to New Jersey, And then on May 25th, if everybody's watching right now, don't forget, May 25, yours truly will be performing at the Count Basie Theater at 8 o'clock in Red Bank, New Jersey. We still have some tickets on sale. He's coming, his family's coming, everybody's coming. Half the people in this room are coming, and half the people in Red Bank, New Jersey are coming because we only have a couple.
Go out to eat in Red Bank too. First, maybe Chaw, maybe that other place. You know,
I won't be eating.
No, I wouldn't think you would be, but I have to eat. I gotta stay healthy. You know.
Yeah. You got to be healthy to play these roles.
That's right. And I don't know why they call
especially
me
when you
Fat Dave.
Fat Dave.
Fat Dave. I'm not fat.
To play the role of a character named Fat Dave, you got to go to the gym every morning at 6 o'clock.
Have I not been working out with you?
And he's been working out.
I've been eating healthy.
And this morning he put butter on his steak. I never seen that in my entire life. He put butter on his steak.
You know where they do that?
He's eating healthy.
Peter Luger's. I'm allowed to put butter on my steak. You know why? Because there's no carbohydrates. It's just pure disgustingness and fat and protein. So there. Yeah, my gun's bigger than your guns. So there. I work it out. Ow, that hurt.
Oh. Let's do a nice shout out to one of my original sponsors. This is Belle and Bruno, her husband, Mr. Bruno. They have a clothing line called Rockstar Clothing. I don't know how to say it in Italian, but they switched it from Rockstar. How do you say Rockstar Clothing in Italian?
Rockstar.
It's a Rockstar clothes. It's a Rockstar clothing. I think it's Bella del Sturz or something like that. Anyway. When are you coming back to Chicago? Thank you so much, Helen. I think I'll be back in Chicago in October, if I'm not mistaken, October 5, back at the same theater where you saw me. But everybody, right now, while you're watching this show, you can find out what's going on in Gary's life. You can find out what's going on in my life, especially when we're working at MikeMarino.net. I need everybody to subscribe to my channel. Are you watching? Are you watching? Go to MikeMarino.net and hit the word subscribe. Every Monday, you will get a newsletter talking about where I'm going, what I'm doing, the movie stars that I'm working with, the projects that are going on. When projects like Silent Partners will come out on television, you'll be privy to that. And you also get discounts on great shirts that say Mike Marino Live on Tour, sponsored by Lucatelli Cheese, and everybody out there in New Jersey. Don't forget, we still have some more tickets left. If you're in New Jersey, you've been listening to.
I'm telling you to come because I'll send out some guys.
Stella Del Rock, that's what it's called. In Italian, Rockstar Clothing is Stella Del Rock.
Stella means star.
Star. He's a Stella.
Rock di Stella.
He's a Stella. He's a rook. And I'm a goofball.
I'm like a rock. I don't know why they have me as fat. That's what bothers me. See, this bothers me.
He's a rock star.
A rock star. Listen, tonight we're going to go to the Babylon Club. They have a Scarface reunion in the Babylon Club. I gave more dress. I got my hat. I just bought it today. I got this ugly shirt. Come on, let's go to the Babylon Club.
Wait till you see what I'm going to be wearing. This whole thing takes place in the 80s. It's Miami. It's going to be badass. Hopefully they'll have the music from the 80s. Hey, Yuck's on tour. What are you doing?
Hey, Yuck.
Nice to see you. Make sure everybody comes to the show May 25. This is still on sale at www.thebasie.org. I want you all to come, and don't forget, I don't see anybody subscribing. Nobody's subscribing. Hit the subscribe button. Watch me and Gary on YouTube.
Come on.
Mike Marino live on YouTube. Enjoy the show tonight. Oh, well, where you going, Betsy? We're not done. Betsy Donatelli. Man,
things to do, Betsy.
Yeah, I wish I was 20 years old again. I wish I was 18. I wish I was in high school. Fuck this adult bullshit. This sucks. I got ailments that are. I got to get my gallbladder removed.
Don't I always give you advice?
He gives me great advice.
Tell you to drink the lemonade.
He told me drink the lemonade and grip the toilet, and it'll come out. Come
right out. That eraser that you had, the 8th grade.
Yeah.
When you swallowed.
Right out.
Right out.
I was always wondering what happened to that thing. I love that skate key. You can't go skating without a twist.
I swallowed a handcuff key once. Still in there. What can I tell you?
You mean a handcuff key?
A handcuff key,
oh,
yeah. I had to swallow the key.
He's an Italian magician.
Exactly.
He regurgitated the key so he can get out of the handcuffs.
What else are we doing?
I wanted to be an Italian magician. I'd make somebody disappear, and that's that. The show's over.
Show's over, yeah.
Gary, please bring the bat to Jersey. We have a governor who needs some sense knocking into him. Oh, okay. There's another guy who don't like the governor.
Boy.
We talked all about that.
Don't put me in that position.
Well, I'll tell you what.
I'm very grateful he brought the film credits back to New Jersey, the tax credits, so we can shoot New Jersey. The Sopranos prequel is shooting there. A couple of other things are shooting there. I know David Simon's doing a thing in New Jersey, so I'm happy about that. Everything else sucks.
Judy wants to know why I'm having my gallbladder removed. And Kimberly wants to know, what time did you leave
Mataran's?
Mataran's?
What time did we leave Mataran's? Midnight. And he fed us. Steve was behind, but he was right next to us. And he was waving and just kept sending out the food. You
always know when you go into a great Italian restaurant, because when you don't order, you know the food's going to be great.
They didn't order a thing.
You don't order.
They didn't order a thing.
Put it there.
They just sending it out.
Here it comes.
And everybody recognized Ronnie. These girls were having a bachelorette party next door.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, it's Ronnie
Ronnie's in
Momo.
General Hospital.
Oh, Ronnie Momo.
Yeah, and then little Joey D'Onofrio, he's there. And they got him on the TV. They had Goodfellas on. Did you see him on the television list?
Oh, no shit.
No, he looked about 12.
He looked like he's 12.
Well, that's why he's by my son. I don't know.
So Kimberly she had a great time when she was over there. I guess I missed this whole fucking thing. I should have went there myself. And there is Wanda, who's writing in. She had a great talk show out there in a college. I forgot the name of the college. You know what, people? Stop decoying your name. Say who you are. These people with all these decoy names, Wanda Lowy, Dingy Boomby, DVD, ABC. Say your name. My name's Mike Marino. This is Gary Pastore. You don't say your name, you're right into a show. How's anybody supposed to know who you are? What happened to the 80s when there was no such thing as an acronym? You didn't want to tell anybody you had an acronym. I had VD, got it in DC by a girl named JB. I didn't want anybody knowing that shit.
How about that?
Yeah, and that was fast. You know why? Because I'm a comic. Yeah. Look, Rider University. Now she says something that I can understand. Thank you very much, Wanda.
You do realize I cannot see a thing. I'm going to have to put these on.
I keep my glasses on, my reading glasses. That's us.
Now, you know what I look like now, right? I look like Maya Lansky. I just had to put my hand on this way and talk like this. And I went from a Cuban to
a Jew Cuban.
Somebody who lives down here in Miami Beach. And I see, he's a great guy. He fed us till we couldn't move. Yeah, same for us. I couldn't move. You know, get up and dancing.
Let me tell you people something. The weather here in Miami is nice, but nobody speaks English.
Nobody.
This morning, for the first time in my life, I was sitting on a chair that was wobbly, and some guy wanted to protect me from getting hurt.
True story.
And he works here, and he said, "Excuse me, sir, do you speak English?" And I said, "Yeah, I speak English. Why would you ask me that question?" Then I looked around and realized, yep, I'm probably the only one.
Yeah, I speak English sometimes.
I said, yeah, I speak English.
Well, the lady told me, I thought you were saying I was, she said, you're means small and fat.
Look at this. I got yesterday. Marianne and Richie on the show yesterday. Well, keep talking. You guys all on my show 25. I invite these people all to my mixers, to my podcast. Make sure May 25 you come to my show. And David Krenkel, we talked about you today. Today, David Krenkel. This is the lawyer that helped me when I had that problem with 6 Hour Power. How crazy is that?
Hi, David. I heard all about it.
Listen, Dave, May 25, I bumped up from the Paramount Theater to the Count Basie. We're going higher, higher, higher. So tell you and your dad, George Krenkel, from Krenkel's Day-Night Food Stores on Route 35 in Neptune, New Jersey. They're home of the Mike Marino sandwich, pork roll, egg and cheese on a hard roll, $3.99 and a cup of coffee. See how I know all this shit?
You're unbelievable.
It's unbelievable what I know. Guess
what? Even when he's not on the air doing this, he talks like this.
No, I don't. I'm exhausted.
The only time you aren't talking is when you're in a pool, because you got a mouthful of water.
Yeah. We went swimming in the ocean today, me and Gary.
It was bath water.
It was so warm.
Bath water.
It was so warm. I thought I was following his piss. I really thought.
Actually, there were helicopters. The helicopters, listen to this. Helicopters fly low, very low, just above your head, I don't know, maybe 100 feet, and they look for sharks. And then they have these shark towers on the beach. What they do is they call into the shark tower. And they tell the shark tower, there's a shark, get them out of the water. See, you're protected. And I was protected, you believe it or not.
Now, what would be really funny if we were the guys in the helicopter and we said, "Is that a shark?" "Yeah, don't say nothing."
I almost, my room is off the
Don't say
beach.
nothing.
I came close to yelling out, "Shark in the pond! Shark in the pond!" and watch everybody run out of the water. But I thought I would have got in trouble, so I didn't do it.
Man, I remember when George first came over, we were kids.
Well, I wouldn't even get on my
I
boat.
never went to the beach
I
again.
wouldn't get on my boat.
That's it. You put your feet in the puddle, and that was that. And you were bit by a bug, and you were petrified the rest of your life.
That's right.
Federal Hill, there's a Italian feast.
Oh yeah, we gotta go. You know,
Federal Hill.
it's in Providence, Rhode Island, and I keep getting invited. And if I don't go, they're not gonna invite us anymore. Would you guys like to take a trip to Federal Hill and go up and see Kimberly and Ricky? They own a laundromat up there that used to launder more than clothes. But yeah, it's a famous laundromat. And I would love to go up there and visit them. And they said they're going to treat us like royalty. I don't know if that's true or not. But if you promise to treat me and Michael like royalty, then we'll come up. As long as you don't have a gate.
You know how some royalty is treated? They cut their head off.
No, not like that. I don't want to be treated like that. But Pastore, my last name, is a very popular name up in Providence, isn't it, folks?
What's the 80s? Patty's?
Addie's
We're gonna need a-
laundromat.
Oh,
That's
when
the
you're from
one.
Jersey City, all you do is talk, talk, talk.
Who's from Jersey City?
I don't know. It's a guy saying, well, when you're from Jersey City, all you do is talk, talk, talk. Okay,
Who's from Jersey City? I'm not from
my
Jersey
Berto's
City.
side of the family.
Who?
I'm trying to read in all of these people that are writing in so fast, but it was really great. And nobody subscribed yet. Now, one subscriber. I don't get it. Subscribe. MikeMarino.net. Come on, get off your asses. Let's go. I need some votes. I'm going to be running for president in 2020. And next Friday night, May 31, is when I drop the news at the Laugh Factory in Hollywood. So come on, people. Let's go. I need a couple more million followers so I can get into the White House and get rid of the orange sun.
What are they saying from Federal Hill? They said Addie's, right? And there you go. Oh, okay. Well, what about us coming up there? He still didn't say anything. Yeah, you want Mike to perform at the feast, you're going to have to get him up there somehow, some way.
I'll perform at the feast. I'll get up there.
Yeah, but you
Wallace
what's
Avenue,
your
Jersey
goal?
City. That's where I'm from. That's right, 66 Wallace Avenue. That's where my grandmother was, from Italy, and so on and so forth. All right, folks, we're 22 minutes in. We got to get going because we're going to go party on the streets of Miami.
We're going to go eat.
Do the whole Miami sandwich
go
thing
eat.
bullshit. We're going to get something to eat. Then tomorrow morning, we're getting up early. We're going to the gym, and we're going to the set, and we're going to make this project called Silent Partners. And when it comes out, you're going to be like, I saw these guys on the radio talking about it.
Can I
And
tell
there
you
they are.
something? No BS. This is going to be some serious.
This is going
to
sick.
be up there with, and I'm not mentioning names, but I'm telling you something. Mark my words here tonight. This is going to be the next big mother series.
That's just saying, you know.
I'm not
My word.
my words. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna say what show, but come with to us, NotInPastoreGary.com on Instagram. All right,
Say that again.
I'm on Instagram, Gary_Pastore. Go on there. I'll let you know what's happening. All right.
And don't forget, keep on watching the show live from my mother's basement with yours truly, Mike Marino. Let's make America Italian again. Remember, you don't know nothing, you didn't see nothing, you don't say nothing. And how do I end every single one of my broadcasts? By always saying the same
Don't
thing.
take no shit from nobody.
Don't take no shit from nobody. Presented by
Go to
Locatelli Cheese.
the Babylon Club tonight. Okay. That was great. That was a good one.
Hey folks, I hope you're enjoying watching my podcast live from my mother's basement. We're having a lot of fun and I'm going to have a lot of great guests on the show in the future. So if you like it, hit like. You could also leave a comment. You could subscribe to my YouTube channel and watch other funny videos. And you could also listen to my podcast on your favorite podcast app like Spotify and iTunes.